Searching for answers, Senator Rand Paul is recovering from bruised lungs and 5 broken ribs after his neighbor allegedly attacked him. But despite the severity of the injuries, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says they anticipate that Paul will be back in the saddle next week. That's ambitious. Here now is James Freeman, the Wall Street Journal editorial page assistant director and a Fox News contributor. I'm really stuck on this story because there are so many things about it that make absolutely no sense. I mean, first of all, let's start with the fact that here's Rand Paul. He's mowing his lawn. He can't hear anything because he has something covering his ears. I've heard it was earphones. I heard it was earmuffs. So whatever it was, something he can't hear. His neighbor attacks him brutally. He can't breathe. He has 5 cracked ribs. He has a bruised lung. I mean, he's really in bad shape. And the charges are so minimal based on what he did, like 4th-degree assault. That's what, I mean, the judge was just saying that's what you would get for, hitting someone in the face or something. Like, not really. This makes no sense. And we still don't know. We've heard that it's about lawn clippings. It's about composting. It's about neighborly things. This makes no sense.
Yeah, no sense. So far, the charge is a misdemeanor. It could be more serious assault.
Not appropriate.
Or at the federal level, assaulting a member of Congress can get you a lot of jail time, prison time, I should say. So we'll see if those charges get upgraded. But
you would expect Rand Paul or people on his side to be saying this is an outrage. They're not. That's what kind of gets me thinking, why aren't they screaming foul?
Well, it is weird. So in that vacuum, looking at it one way, you could say, well, as his spokesman is saying, this is a criminal prosecution here. We have no comment about it. So, maybe they just want to let justice play out. Maybe there is more to it. You have really amazing folks in the media almost blaming the victim here. The New York Times, the Louisville Courier-Journal basically running long pieces about how people saying Rand Paul didn't follow the rules of his gated community.
So he deserved to be beaten within an inch of his life? Is that what our society is about?
Isn't it amazing if he put the grass clippings in the wrong place, or he grew pumpkins when he wasn't supposed to, or I guess the developer had a problem with the design of the house and he found Mr. Paul difficult to deal with. But yeah, it's amazing given the severity of the attack. And remember, it's not just an attack on Ron Paul. Senate is now in session. He's missing votes. This is denying the people of Kentucky their constitutional representation, at least temporarily.
Right. Absolutely. Meanwhile, so he says he's going back, but instantly everybody's doing the math on what does this mean for everything that's out there. Every day counts, every vote counts, everything that's going on. He had start with the tax plan. He had said he was in favor of this tax plan. However, you have to wonder, as things get horse traded, he's not reliable once things start moving around a lot necessarily. What's your take?
Yeah, and it does add more complication. Of course, Republicans, they only have 52 senators, so the math gets tricky, especially when you have people who tend to like to go their own way, like Mr. Paul, like John McCain, others. So, so far, what he's missed has not really cost any votes. They had to move around some cloture votes in terms of nominees, but other people were missing as well. I think this is not going to derail the major legislative issues. So far, I think the Senate leadership is comfortable that they're going to have him back when they need him for floor votes on the tax plan.
I, for one, do not think this story makes sense, and I'm not letting up until we knew what happened. I promise you, I'm not going anywhere on this story because this does not smell right. I don't like it. It's very. I'm not giving up.
We need to know more.
Will you stick with me on this?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
That's a promise.